Hello everyone, welcome back to Tacos Virtual Mode as we are here for another great midweek devotion. And today's midweek devotion is going to kind of be a really good follow-up that includes a Bible verse from our last week's story about the cracked pot. So let's get into the story today and see where this discussion and devotion takes us. Here we go! Alright friends, so today's midweek devotion, as I said, is going to be a really nice follow-up for what we had last week with the story of the cracked pot. And this story that we're going to talk about today comes from Luke chapter 8 verses 4 through 8. And the title of this is called The Thorns. And I am going to read it and then we'll have a little bit of a discussion of what the author has to follow up with that. And then we'll close it out with a quick prayer. So here we go with The Thorns from Luke chapter 8 verses 4 through 8. While a large crowd was gathering and people were coming to Jesus from town after town, he told this parable. A farmer went out to sow his seed. As he was scattering the seed, some fell along the path. It was trampled on, and the birds ate it up. Some fell on rocky ground, and when it came up, the plants withered because they had no moisture. Other seed fell amongst thorns, which grew up with it and choked the plants. Still other seed fell on good soil. It came up and yielded a crop 100 times more than was sown. When he said this, he called out, "Whoever has ears to hear, let them hear." Alright, so that is the passage. And now I have a quick little paragraph to read, kind of wrapping this up. Sometimes the seeds of knowledge and character planted within us are there just fine. It's the thorns that grow up around us. We have to be careful and watch our environment, our influences, and our colleagues and friends. Jesus said as much in the parable of the sower. Even the strongest strain of seed can be choked if planted among thorns, and never moved. To yield the harvest that God demands, we must be ready to cut them down. So I say that this is a really good follow-up to last week's story because last week we had the story of the cracked pot. And after all, it was really how the cracked pot was seeing what it was doing rather than seeing how other people saw it. And it was a really good thing to have, like to self-analyze where we can see our talents and gifts that we're being blind to. And this week is a really good story because it's a continuation of that idea of bettering ourselves, bettering who we are. And this is talking about the thorns. And in the story, it's where the seeds are sown with thorns. They grow up with the thorns choking them. And I think it's a really good idea to think and have the awareness of where our thorns in our life would be. Whether it's, situations we're put in each day, whether it be the people that we are with and our classmates, our family, and how can we be in a situation where the thorns don't take us out? How can we be in a situation where we can thrive and get away from the thorns? And so it's another good way to have yourself kind of analyze where you are at and where you can see yourself being successful, where you can see yourself being comfortable, and where you can see yourself working with the thorns in your life and working with the ultimate goal to have the best image of yourself and using your talents to the best of your ability to be who you are truly called to be in this world as a beloved child of God. And so that's kind of just the simple take that I wanted to have for you today. And we're going to finish this devotion with a quick prayer, and it goes like this. Dear God, help me see the people and situations in my life that could be stopping my progress and choking my growth. And give me the boldness to take action in love and remove them. Amen. So this ends with a call to action to look out for those thorns and to figure out who or what they are and to remove them so that you can live in the more comfortable life and be who you are called to be. So that is how we are ending today's midweek devotion. I hope you enjoyed this short story from Luke. I know I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I'm certainly been looking out for all those thorns in my life. So have a great rest of your week, friends, and we will see you back here on Friday with another Tacos teaser. Until then, have a good one.